Hello everyone and welcome to the channel A Bit of Everything. On our channel you could see a big variety of great topics and videos. In today's video I'll show you the most amazing thing I have found on the internet so far. Be prepared to enjoy because there's nothing else you can do while watching this. But before that, it will be nice if you could subscribe to our channel. In the first part of the video, you'll see some ridiculously funny drunk people, a bear who was chasing a bicycle rider, and some crazy drivers. So let's see that immediately.
Oops, it seems like this kingfisher got stuck in the trunk of a tree. Kingfishers will occasionally burrow their beaks into holes where they think insects and other critters may live. Sometimes, though, mistakes are made. The base of palms and banana trees are incredibly dense and sturdy, making it tough for the bird to pull its beak out once stuck. After a few seconds of flicking it, weird and uncomfortable, the person behind the camera was able to save the bird and send it on its way. That's not something you see every day. Two drunk guys meet this dog and start dancing with him. It's so hilarious. This man needs to understand that he can't go through the closed door. Watch as a black bear chases after a biker in Whitefish, Montana. On paper, black bears may be less threatening than a grizzly. However, that does not mean they're an animal you'd want to encounter close up. They can run nearly 30 miles per hour on land and aren't exactly a cuddly animal. Sharp claws, a large jaw, and a muscular/heavy body are just a few of the traits that make black bears dangerous in certain scenarios. It looks as if this black bear was on a trajectory to catch up to the biker, who may have not even noticed it was coming. Anything worse than this happen to you in the supermarket? I only have one question. Why? Sometimes the best explanation is no explanation at all. Just a dude and a deer who caught the same vibe.
Have you ever seen a man who's fighting with a bear? Have you seen a Boeing C-17 flying between buildings? Stay with us because you'll see all of those things in this video.
This guy shows us technique for flipping an overturned raft without getting wet. Meanwhile, in Russia, the internet is full of misconceptions, so let's make this video clear. Tom is an experienced handler, and the bear itself was likely raised in captivity and has built a bond with his owner. Still, having your arm between its jaws is not a good position to be in. If this bear was wild, this video would have included a lot more gore, seriously. Captive bears have a history of attacking their handlers, but it seems like this instance was set up as the cameraman nor Tom were panicked, and the camera was conveniently rolling. Still, it's amazing to see a bear with a human limb at its mercy. We're not sure how this clip ended, but we doubt he would have posted it if his arm was ripped clean off. The gate opened and everything would be great if he didn't stop. Watch what happens when you aren't careful enough. Damage is surely big. Well done for these cops who stopped traffic so they would let this sloth cross the road. It did last a little bit longer because sloths are very slow, but everyone was happy with the view and they got out of their vehicles to take photos and videos of this. Respect for these people. An amazing underwater apartment is located in Dubai. Would you like to spend a day in this apartment? Cracking the surface of Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal is the world's deepest and oldest lake, defined by ice ridges, cracks, and tears, which give this ancient lake an even more distinct character. Have you ever seen bubbles or ice cracks like this up close? Insider tip: the lake is surrounded by the Great Baikal Trail hiking paths, which make it a unique addition to travel bucket lists for advanced hikers. Flying a Boeing C-17 Globemaster through the middle of a city in Australia. Real, but not flying between buildings. This was the end of September 2019, the last day of the Brisbane Festival. The C-17 is flying over the Brisbane River going north. On its left is the city center, on its right, Kangaroo Point Peninsula. The buildings on the foreground are located in Kangaroo Point. It is flying low, but hundreds of meters clear of the buildings on both sides.
Before we continue, it would be great if you would subscribe to our channel and like this video. I recommend you stay with us until the end because you'll see the best dad in the world, a cloud that made an unusual shape, and you'll see a baby kangaroo too.
Honda's new stabilization system can even keep a bike upright without a stand. When father is an engineer, then things like this happen. He also has fitness. Bravo for this father. Curving two arrows at once. Take a look at this amazing hit in slow motion. Unbelievable scenes. Cloud that looks like a hand. I must admit, I've never seen something like this in my life. Look at this. At the beginning, it looks like this man has control over the situation and that he knows what he's doing. It looks like it was going to be a perfect parking, but then this happened. Damn airline companies and their baggage weight policy. This adorable kangaroo Joey popped his head out of his mother's pouch for the first time. This wonderful sight comes from the Australian Reptile Park. Unlike the birth of most other mammals, a newborn kangaroo is highly underdeveloped and embryo-like at birth. After a gestation of up to 34 days, the jelly bean-sized baby kangaroo makes the journey from the birth canal to the pouch by clambering up through its mother's fur. Once safely in the pouch, the joey suckles solidly for just over 2 months. At around 6 months, when the baby kangaroo is sufficiently well developed, it'll leave the pouch for short periods, returning when it needs to feed. Red kangaroos leave the pouch for good at around 8 months and continue to suckle for another 3 to 4 months. Gray kangaroos leave at about 11 months, continuing to suckle until they are as old as 18 months. What if I told you that these circles weren't really moving or even resizing? In fact, they were of the exact same shape and remained in the exact same spot throughout the video. How is this possible? It's because the circles have an inner and outer edge that is of a different color to the center rainbow that's on the rings. They're basically thinner slices of the main circles, and the colors in them are slightly warmer and colder depending on the colors. It's these colored outer and inner rings that trick the eye into thinking that it's the circles that are moving. These rings have been made with a special gradient pattern that transitions from a thick edge to a thin edge, and the video is moving these edges depending on the kind of movement it wants to show. When these rings move, our brain thinks that the circles are moving too, just like how our brains process fast-moving still images as a continuous motion while watching a movie or a video. It's the same trick after all.
We have come to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like it and then you can subscribe to our channel too. Follow us for more amazing videos. See you soon.